Hello, all of you beautiful butterflies. Today I'm going to be opening up this Barbie gardening set, and I'm really excited because I absolutely love gardening. So, being able to share this with my love of Barbies as well and just combine the two together is honestly just such an amazing thing to be able to do. And also, I've had a bunny before, and I love bunnies. So, this is just great. This is an amazing little package here, and I love the entire set. Let's go ahead and just get this box open. Let's start getting it open. Let's do everything we can because I'm just excited to see what's all in here and see everything that they could make Barbie, honestly. So we can see here that there's a lot of like vegetables over there. There's a bunny over there. There's more gardening supplies on the other side of the doll. The doll is gorgeous and also curvy. We noticed that. And there's this little box here that the gardening stuff goes in. So let's go ahead and first take this box out since it's the second biggest piece next to the actual doll itself. And we're just going to try to take this out without hurting the doll or scratching it or anything like that. It is like kind of, this is the only thing that is like, except for the doll, I think, the only thing that's also has rubber bands around it, which I'm just going to all cut off. And it just kind of comes off after that. It doesn't really take too much else. There was nothing like holding it on except for those rubber bands, which I sort of like because it makes it a lot easier to get open, although there still is a lot of plastic involved, I will say that. And now we can just go ahead and get this part off right here, which holds all of the vegetables and the bunny in it. These two parts with plastic on it weren't hard to get off at all because you could just kind of rip them off and then they came off without the backing or anything. Although the Barbie did get in the way with this one, so one of the vegetables actually did pop out. Good thing I didn't lose it though because I caught it in time and set it to the side and we were safe with not losing it. So that's pretty good. And there actually is this cool thing with the vegetables that I'll have to show y'all whenever I'm doing the review part more because it's honestly super cool and I would never have thought about doing that, I guess. Like having the vegetables in the little like soil or whatever. Obviously everyone's going to think of that, but the actual vines on the top are pretty cool, especially the butterfly. I think that part's really adorable. I mean, obviously in the beginning of all my videos I say hi, hello all you beautiful butterflies, so butterflies are kind of a big part of my channel since it's in the intro of almost every single one of my videos. So I do like butterflies and I'm excited to have one that's Barbie sized, let's just say. So the first thing I actually want to show y'all, since it did fall out, is this little sun hat. It's supposed to like block out the sun or whatever, and it is pink, which I expect from Barbie stuff, but there isn't actually Barbie written on here anywhere, which is really out of character. Like, come on, step it up a little, and it's actually a little bow clip on the back, which I think is super cute, and the texture on this seems kind of like it's a straw hat, maybe. I'm not too positive about that, but it is a normal texture that I would think for a hat. It's not anything weird. And then we do have this watering can here, which I could not get out for the life of me, so since this shovel fell out in its place, I'm going to go ahead and just tell you about this silver shovel here, which is just like a normal gardening shovel and not anything too special. It doesn't have B on it anywhere, so, we can obviously tell that that's not a real Barbie shovel. Let's be honest here. If it doesn't have a B or Barbie on it, then is it really Barbie? And then we have this basket here, which I think is made to hold vegetables since it has those little like drainage holes, which I'm sure soil falls out of all the time and stuff like that. And it is has a little clip for Barbies to be able to hold it. Which, yeah, and I wish this Barbie had at least, like, knee joints or something, but it doesn't. It's a regular Barbie, which is kind of upsetting, but, yeah, it's going to be harder to take photos with. There's a little tomato packet seed thing, but at least she has a cute outfit, I guess, and at least she's not just a plain like Barbie. Like I'll show y'all later and talk about it later whenever I'm talking about the Barbie. Here's the watering can, which does have B on it, so it is a Barbie watering can and it is pink, so of course I'm in love with it. And then the next thing we have is going to be all the vegetables, and I'm going to try to pop those out of the plastic as well, which is probably going to be hard to do. So the first thing that already fell out of its packaging is this lettuce / cabbage here, and this one is actually is a double. Well, not a double, but it has two of them. And this one is one that would go in the ground. The Barbie can hold almost everything in here with like these little things that go on there, the little like clips where you can clip the finger onto it. So the Barbie can hold almost every single one of the vegetables. Can't hold the butterfly, but yeah, I'm sure you could position it somehow for her to be able to hold it. And then I was trying to get the butterfly out, but it wouldn't come out, so I decided to do the carrot instead. I don't know, these are all pretty hard to pop out, so I had to end up cutting the plastic, but I think I'm going to speed this up a little bit, just because it takes me a while to pop all of these things out. Y'all know that I have joint problems, and this was just way too hard on my joints, so it did take me a while, I will say that much. So I've cut out all of the stuff now, and we have the tomatoes here, which are actually going to be a vine plant. We can see that the Barbie can hold these as well. And then we have the butterfly here, which of course I did cut out all my struggling, so it was much harder to get out of the packaging, but it is just a plain yellow butterfly, and it has like that little body on it, and it has it doesn't have too much like actual decoration on the wings, but it does have like just a little bit, but not too much. And then the next thing that I got out was a carrot, and the carrot is just like this orange, regular carrot, and then it does have a lot of detail on it, I will say, especially the leaf up here. This one's like super crinkled and like all messed up and stuff. And then we have these grapes, which are another vine plant, and these grapes also have a lot of detail on them. Every single grape has a little like indent around them, which makes them look more like a blueberry than a grape, so I don't know. And then we have strawberries here, which are, of course, just like a regular strawberry, except they are a vine plant, and they have little leaves on them. Then we have the second carrot here, which is just the same as the first carrot. And we have also the bunny left. So the bunny is this really cute, okay, well, we're getting the carrot off first. So the carrot is, I think it's the exact same as the other carrot, so there's not too much to say about that one. And then the bunny is adorable and actually has one ear flopping over. It has eyes that have like little lashes on them, and then it does have little indents and stuff on its feet. It's all fluffy and just laying down. So now we're gonna go ahead and look just at the gardening little thing right here. It has these vines going up here that have a lot of places for you to put vegetables, and it has 3 slots for the carrots and 3 slots for the cabbage / lettuce. So let's go ahead and put this cabbage in here, and since there only is 2 cabbages, I'm like, what's this 3rd slot even for? I'm guessing if you have another vegetable that you wanted to put there or something. I'm not sure. Maybe for the shovel, you could put it in there as like decoration or something. I don't know. But then I'm gonna go ahead and put all the vegetables up here, and I did notice that some of those little pegs that you're supposed to push into the vine little leaf part did have like a little thing sticking out from them, so it was kind of hard to push them in there, and it would actually almost break the peg just trying to do that because of the little bumps on the side of the pegs. So on the butterfly, I almost broke the butterfly trying to just cut off the bumps on the peg that it had, because it wouldn't even go into the vines, which is really upsetting. But I mean, it wasn't too bad. I guess you couldn't tell that much. You could sort of tell that there was some stress on the wing, like that it was like a little lighter plastic than the rest of it. But I mean, whatever, I had to do it, so it could stick on there anyways. So I mean, it's better to have a butterfly there than not have one at all. So I just decided to keep cutting at it, and in the end it did fit after I cut those bumps off. But I'll show you what the bumps look like. They're pretty big bumps, and I'm assuming it's just like a plastic error or something like that. But it was kind of annoying because I mean, I didn't want to have the butterfly broken the exact day that I got it, but oh well, whatever. So here's the butterfly, and I was trying to like get it back on there, and it was sticking, not really though, and you can see that there is like a bump on the side here, which is just not letting it go through the little like leaf. And so I kept trying to cut it off and stuff, but I was really scared that it was going to break it, so I just had to eventually give up and like leave it sort of hanging out almost, just because it wouldn't go through the leaf without me cutting off more. And I was scared that I would break it if I cut off any more, if I kept cutting it, because then yeah, it was a whole thing, but I did get it on there in the end, and you can sort of see that it's like a little lighter at the edge there, but I can't fix that now, so yeah. But this little gardening set here is going to be perfect for some photos. And I mean, like I said, guys, I love gardening. I have a garden, a little tiny one in my room. I have some flowers outside and stuff that I love to take care of. So gardening is a huge part of my life. So being able to have it in the Barbies is just so fun. And I love the doll that this set comes with as well. She is black. She has a different face to most Barbies that I've seen. She has her baby hair sort of styled, as well as her hair is up in a ponytail, which is super gorgeous, and she has really tight knit curls, like really tight curls. And she is only flexible in 5 spots where she's flexible at the head, the shoulder, and the hip. She has this cute sunflower romper on, which is super cute and just adorable, honestly. And then she has these bright green wellies, which I absolutely love. Wish I could have myself, honestly. And she also has a permanently bent arm on one side. I can't tell if that's the right or left because it would be different to y'all, I think. So, I don't know. And these wellies are actually pretty hard to get off. I don't know, because they don't have like a little cut at the top. So I might cut them if I need to take them off one time. But yeah, I couldn't get them off. And then the sunflower romper does not have any Velcro on it. So I think that would also be kind of hard to take off and put back on. But it shouldn't be too hard since it is like it's like the back is kind of cut open almost, so you can see a lot of the back. And then putting this sun hat on, you just kind of, it fits perfectly around her ponytail, which is pretty good. So it doesn't mess her ponytail up or anything trying to put the sun hat on. And I just sort of clipped it on the back. And you can see the back of the romper here is like this V shape. So it's pretty open in the back, and I think it would be pretty easy to take off, even if it didn't have Velcro. But yeah, I mean, I really like this doll, and I love that she's curvy. I love that she is just all of her gorgeous self. I'm glad that I'm glad that this set came with a different type of doll, because a lot of times when I get sets and they do come with a doll, most of the time it's a blonde doll, and I have way too many blonde dolls to even count, honestly. And while I was putting that hat on, I did notice that her head said 1990. So I know that she's not from 1990, but it's kind of cool that her head says that, because that means that her head was made in 1990 and was copyrighted that year. So even though her head may have been remade in 2021 when I'm thinking this set came out, her head the actual copyrighted date and when it was like actually claimed by Mattel and was made by Mattel was 1990, which is pretty fun. I didn't know that head would have been made that year. I was actually assuming this head was made 2020. But now that we're coming towards the end, I do have some photos to show y'all. They're all very cute. This one is where she notices the bunny and she's like petting the bunny and stuff, and then she starts to water all of her plants, and then she starts to collect some of them with the shovel. She sees these gorgeous looking tomatoes right here. She's like, wow, my crops are so amazing. But she's had enough, so she gives one of the carrots to the bunny and she walks off to end her day when she notices this cute little butterfly, and she takes a second to appreciate it. I mean, all in a day's work, honestly, right? That's how easy gardening is, right? Anyways, guys, that's all for me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video about me reviewing this gardening doll. I really enjoyed it because, again, I love gardening. But that is all for me today. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified every single time that I post. I know it's so crazy. You can also check my description to see my Instagram and just learn more about my channel. And my Instagram, I also have linked the music that I use at the end of these videos. So if you want to check them out, since their music is great, you can go ahead and do that in the description. But yeah, that's all for me today. So goodbye.